Hey everyone, this is Matthew Janda for CardRunners, and I'm doing a live session right now. I'm playing 4 tables on Bovada, which is the max you're allowed to play, and I was able to sit down at 4 no limit 200 tables, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I also wrote down some of my goals for this session. The first is I'm going to talk about using exploitative bet sizing. Since all the tables are anonymous, I want there not to be any contradictions in my thought process. So if I think people fold too much to big bets in a spot, I'm just going to only bet big with bluffs. And if I think people will call too much in a spot, even if I bet big, then I'm probably going to only bet big with value hands. So I'm going to be using a lot of unbalanced exploitative bet sizing, which I can do against opponents where I'm anonymous. And then, yeah, we're going to make sure we don't have any contradictions in our thought process. So you might see me say, I think this is a bad bluff in theory, but do it anyways because I think it will work in practice. Or you might hear me say, I think this is a good bluff in theory, but bad in practice. So I don't do it. And then the last thing is we want to not be results oriented and try to make no mistakes. I'll probably end up making a couple mistakes because I'm human and I'm not going to let that bother me. But I like having a clear goal when I play poker, and the clearest, easiest goal to try to reach is to play really well because who knows how I'm going to run. I've also got Pandora going in the background, so hopefully that'll make these videos a little bit more enjoyable to watch. I'm big on playing music while playing. And yeah, I'm just ready to jump in. So hopefully we'll get started and we'll get into some tables quickly. Or get into some hands quickly. Alright, so we're going up in the upper right. Alright, so 9-6 off in the big blind, since it's the only hand we have to talk about. I would actually call a min raise if it folded to the small blind and they min raised, or even if they 3 times opened it, I'd call blind versus blind. So just be aware of even a hand like 9-6 off isn't an auto muck in the big blind. I'll call it if the small blind opens. Oh, I thought I was in a table in the upper left. It looks like I accidentally got looks like the upper left accidentally sat me out. All right. Yeah, Bovada sits you out so fast if you don't respond. They do not mess around here. All right, so here against a min raise, very easy call. Oh, I do not want to play heads up. Sorry. So yeah, this offer is definitely a little bit clunky. I can see an argument for betting with the a7 because it denies equity. Sorry, it denies our opponent the ability to realize their equity with a7, and I can get value from weaker sevens and stuff. But honestly, I'm probably just gonna check with a7 as I did because we're multi-way, and I'm not the original pre-flop raiser. I'm definitely open to betting being correct there, but I'm gonna choose not to do it. In the upper right, this is a hand that's fine to squeeze, like 5-7 suited, but I think there are better randomizers to use. I'm actually going to make a small bet with the ace-7. I kind of want to make my opponent just fold random overcards, and I think I can get value. It's a very thin bet. I'm not sure it's correct. A lot of it's due to the fact that tables are really soft at Bovada, so I almost think I'm saving myself money by betting with the ace-7 and maybe denying equity. So cool. So when I got folds around there, I'm pretty happy about it. I just didn't want to give a lot of free cards there. And I would have expected the small blind to sort of lead if he had a king or a jack at that point. So I felt like I was really only betting into the cutoff min raiser. All right, so I'm going to 3-bet queen jack off here. I don't like having a small blind cold calling range, so I'm just going to 3-bet queen jack off. You'll sometimes see me cold call anyways in the small blind if I think it's a good spot, but in general I just 3-bet or fold. And I have no idea. I know nothing about any of these opponents. Upper left, we're going to go ahead and squeeze. 24 seems good. I'm probably going to just get it in against the $45 stack on almost any flop. So yeah, that ace-7 hand is a spot where I used to never bet there, which is definitely bad. But with the ace-7, I wanted to, again, get value and deny equity. Upper right is close. So since this guy limped and this guy limped, or this guy posted and this guy limped, I'm going to go ahead and make a big raise trying to get folds. I think these big raises just look strong, to be honest. I might get limp re-raised, but I think I just get enough folds, and I kind of want to immediately win the pot. If I had pocket aces, I would not have raised that big. So again, it's super exploitable. If I knew I was playing against myself, I could crush myself because I could just, no, I'm never strong when I do that, but they don't know. I flopped the nuts in the bottom right, or for the nits at home, the second nuts because of the 6-4 clubs. I'm just going to make so here I'm going to bet a little bit smaller. I'm actually going to bet 10, which is smaller than I would usually bet if I was playing against good opponents. But since I block so much strong stuff, I just want to encourage someone to kind of call when they shouldn't or do something dumb. But it's definitely still a bet on the flop. Obviously, we want to make the pot bigger and get as much value as possible.